Hey everybody, I'm camping this weekend. I haven't been out for a couple weekends because of the rain, and it's still actually pretty damp out here. I tried to get myself staged in front of something that's coming out that looks pretty, some blossoms. It's still pretty much brown everywhere. The leaves are trying to come out. They're not as full as I thought they'd be. So I'm just taking it easy this time. I was gonna maybe film setting up camp and everything, and I just thought, it's been a long week. So here we are. Uh, Stay tuned. Yeah, so it stopped raining about a day ago, but it rained before that for about 5 or 6 days straight, and it's still pretty moist here. Not bad. I've almost gotten stuck trying to get out of here in the morning after a heavy rain, but it's usually this spot right here too. It's a little bit mushy. I don't know what these flowers are, but they smell nice. They've got the bees pretty excited. These are tiny. They're no bigger than about a quarter each. They're just scattered around on the ground here, pretty sparsely. It's about the only other flower that's out here right now. It's a pretty color though. Let's go look at some May apples. So this is just above my campsite, sort of on the way in. A little patch of the woods that we don't really go through too often. It's nothing but May apples. These will, I think they blossom. At some point in time there's a flower on them. And then at some point in time there's actually a little apple. And at some point in time it's safe to eat them, but I never ate one. They are pretty, and especially when the flowers come out. So I think I'm gonna just settle down and listen to some music here for a little while. Maybe get some plans together, and then once it gets a little darker, get some charcoal going and cook some hamburger. Plenty of wood. I did buy a axe for myself, which is a huge help. This wood that I buy because I'm lazy, it's cut pretty thick, and it needs to be brought down a little bit. Otherwise, it's almost too thick to burn. I think it's only supposed to get down to upper 40s, mid 40s tonight. Not bad at all. I'm all set to go. I'll check in later with something or other. If I can think of something fun to record, I'll record it. Well, it's a little later in the evening. Actually, it's close to the end of the evening. I've gone through most of my firewood, and you can see that little green light in the lower left corner. That is the button on the flashlight that we just talked about. It's a neat feature to have that on, like when you're using a flashlight, like I am tonight camping. You turn it on, and the light glows green, and you can find it no matter where you're at. Pretty simple, but I just never thought of it before, and it's really handy. And then we were going to try that out here. Let's see what it's like. When I click it on one time, these is out of the box settings, simpler settings. It's just that's actually very bright, but it's a low, medium low setting maybe. And if I click it twice, we'll go to full. And that is really bright. I mean, that's comparable to the other flashlight that I had. It was supposed to be 14,000 lumen. This is supposed to be 11. And that's pretty impressive. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. The brand I forgot was Sofirn, Sofirn, and it's the Q8 Pro, the one that I have. And you could get it on Amazon, and they even have a smaller version. Might be easier for somebody to carry around, but this is sort of a soda can. They're calling it a soda can light, at least in the form, the groups, the collectors, the people that collect flashlights. They sort of call these soda can flashlights. And they're really nifty because they're just the right size, and they pack a lot of punch. There's a moon coming up in the background. That should be the full moon, the flower moon. I realized tonight that it seems like I always forget at least one thing, no matter how hard I try. And I'm good with lists and everything, but I didn't bring any of my telescopic lenses for the camera, and that would have been a great shot of the moon tonight. It really would have been something, but it's pointless to try to do it with just this phone. So I think that's about it. I made hamburgers; they were good, and beans, and I'm gonna just let this fire wind down and call it a night.